Hey up folks, did you miss me while I was gone on summer holidays break? Oh, I hope it survived. It's been a while since I've been up here, so do a couple of these black and white pan around shots, just showing you how bleak it's looking without me there. No trains running. What have you been up to anyway? Have you done out? Did you go away? Hang on a minute, is she dead? Oh no. Maybe she's just passed out because she's malnourished because Annie's cafe's been shut. Oh, there's another one there, look. Oh, and another one there. I don't know if there's a bit of a mass murder been going on or if it's just been a bit warm and Blue Tax failed. At least security team's still there. Oh no, red buffers. I told you, didn't I? Took it off. Oh, and he's malnourished as well. We're going to have to get some nutrition into these people, get them stood back up. Ladderman. Bit of Ladderman news to come. It's going to be a bit newsy this episode, so bit of Ladderman there. Lost his other half. Oh no, look, we've got another one down. It's carnage, innit? I've been away for 6 weeks and it's carnage. Yeah, absolute devastation. Police are still dealing with him. He's not looking best impressed still. But hey, I tell you what though, in more positive news, let me just stop this howling wind. You see this white Mini here at Union Jack roof? Well, that mechanic on left, he won that on, you know, them Facebook raffles where it's like $2.99. You buy tickets and basically it gets drawn when they've got about £1 million worth of money. Well, basically, his mate actually runs one of them companies, and just like we all thought, they're corrupt, and basically he got it anyway. It was fixed. They basically said you've won it when they didn't even draw it, but he got a Mini for $2.99, and everyone else got scammed. So I don't think everyone were very happy, but there's loads of photos of him on the internet. You might be able to see it. In a bit more newsy updates, I've managed to finish weathering all my wagons, my MGR wagons. And this is another little bit of news. It's going to be a bit newsy to start with, and then it's going to mellow out a bit with a little bit of 37 madness. So if you're a little bit, if you don't like 37s, it might be a bit much for you, this, because there's a few of them. But this is a bit of a bargain I picked up in holidays, all thanks to Wayne Atkinson sending me an email. Basically, I had my eye on this years ago when it first came out. Then I saw it in flesh and I thought, oh, I don't really know about that. And it was silly money anyway. And then TMC had it on, and it's been deluxe weathered by TMC. And I thought, for money, I can't go wrong, because this bad boy, it was under 200, sound fitted, deluxe weathered, and I just think that's absolute crazy good value. Look at that beauty. And I picked it up in person from Model Centre. I don't know if you've ever been to Model Centre, but it ain't what I expected. I don't really know what I thought it was going to be, but it was just like a big shed, like a shed shop, kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know how anyone could even go to that. It was a little bit crackers, but I went there because it was proper chuffed open day. I don't know if any of you knew about it, but it was proper chuffed open day at Golfland Station. And basically, if you went, you got a free loco, and I'll show you that in a bit, because I didn't realise that was offer on that day, but yeah, it was, and it was alright. I'll tell you what, I fully intended doing loads of weathering in this holiday. I thought I'll just bring some stock down out at loft. I can't go in there because it's silly temperature and I've got Libby and whatnot, but look at weathering on that, it's delicious, isn't it? And yeah, I managed to get nothing at all done, to be fair. No, I went away to Turkey to that hotel. That was well decent, that hotel. 5-star, decent as out, even decent food. Because I'm a bit funny with all foreign food, but it was bang on. In fact, it was so bang on. I tell you what we did. I was just having my dinner one day and I had a couple of beers. I think I had 3 beers, and then I had 3 red wines, and then I had 3 rum and cokes. And then when I came out of dinner, there were these aeroplanes flying in the sky, these yellow ones, and I said to Libby, I said, oh, look at them aeroplanes, Libby, in the sky. And basically what they were doing is basically putting a fire out that were right next to the hotel, but because I had 9 drinks for dinner, I basically just filmed it and just thought, oh, it's decent this, and didn't realise how dangerous it could have been, but it were all good, they sorted it. Anyway, just on a side note, here's my entire rake of weathered coal wagons. So if you're going to get bored here, because it takes a while this, because there's a few of them in there, so if you're going to get bored, go and make yourself a brew while it's on if you don't want to see them. But I've shown most of them before, but there's a few extra ones, including, I did do that, you know, I said I was going to try dint roofing on one of them. Well, I was going to do it on a few. Well, I did it on one, and it was that scary that I basically didn't do it on any others, because I thought they're a bit expensive to be ruining, and I came close to feeling like I ruined it, but I think I've got away with it. So when it comes on, you'll have to have a look. And unfortunately, while I were out, look, graffiti lads have done some kind of CSST. I don't even know what it stands for, but some people might, but I don't. Yeah, graffiti on them, but I can't help that. I weren't there, my security team were off as well. So some of them, like these couple that have gone by, they've got next to no weathering on. They've got, compared to new, they've got loads on, but compared to the rest, they look shiny new. These two with like panels on where it looks like they've had replacement panels welded in. Kind of wish I'd have done a few more of them, because I quite like that effect. Yeah. And then this one, just on very top lip, I must have caught that because it's shiny clean, so I might have to touch that up, but it is what it is, isn't it? Maybe I will, maybe I won't, who knows. I basically fettled all these. Oh, it is, there's dinted roofy one. Look, what do you think? Let me know what you think to that. It were a mission of all sorts. That I had a bit of fire on it. I had a heat gun on it. I had sanding Dremel disc on it. I had all sorts, but I think I got away with it. I don't think it looks bad, but scary. So probably may or may not do anymore. Anyway, I was just saying I got these weathered and basically just did it all in garage before I went away, and I've just left everything in there. So even now, weeks later, I've got piles of weathering powder on top of my set of drawers that I did it on, and it's just chaos in there. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm going to tidy it up when I can get around to it. And that's the last one. Oh, hang on, is she still here? Hang on, folks, sorry about this. Oi, you with kit off, get your son off, I've told you before. Sorry about that. It's basically my announcer's still on leave until next week, so I'm having to do my own announcements. It's a bit crackers, but I've got a xylophone, so that were alright. I picked this up, it were classed as new. No, it weren't. It were classed as used, but it's definitely brand. It was definite brand new in box. 37401. I've really wanted it for a long time. It's the older tooled version. It don't bother me at all. But I paid an absolute fortune for it. But we're not on about that at a minute, because looking at background, what's that you see? Is that my Acura scale? No, it's not. So as you'll have heard earlier on in video, at Goldfland Station other week on a Saturday, it were at Meet Proper Chuffed open day, and everyone who attended got a free Class 37. I didn't know that was the offer at the time, but when I got there, it were a nice surprise. Some people didn't turn up, so they didn't get their 37, but I got mine. And it's decent. It were a nice little treat. Sound fitted as well. Bachmann sound fitted, weathered by Proper Chuff Railways in South Africa. It's travelled across the globe to get to me at Liberty Junction, and it's going to sit beside Grot looking grubby. Basically, it were a gift from Hilton at Proper Chuffed for me to stick on Liberty, and yeah, I can't thank him enough. It was super generous. And like I say, everyone who attended the event got one, so it must have cost me an absolute fortune if I can get my words out. So yeah, there it goes. I'm going to send that round. Basically what I'm going to do, because it's first day back at school today, and you know when all kids stand outside the front door with a new uniform on having the photo took, so what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd line all my 37s up now around big shed and do like a school photo day. So that's what we're doing. So it's going to get really 37-y from this point on. So we'll just get it across, and then I'll bring some others, and that'll make the video. Because there's not a great lot more I've done, because I ain't really done a lot. But what I did do, I'll tell you now, you know my river that's that dry riverbed all these years. I say all these years, it's about 18 months. Basically, I was getting a bit giddy, and I thought I'll just PVA it, and I fully semi-ruined it. Because PVA's dried a bit cloudy because I went too giddy, put it on too thick. So I don't know what I'll do. I might leave it, I might paint over it, who knows. It's a little bit bubbly too, because like I say, too thick, too rushing, like an absolute madman. So yeah, and there's that little Mini that he won, look, $2.99. Tell you what, I wish I had a mate who did them competitions. So it's Mount Fuji, but I think I'm going to call it Lord Hilton. I think that's what it's going to be called, Lord Hilton. And if you head over to his channel, you'll be able to watch a video of him doing that weathering job on it, which is nice little watch, that. So I'm going to get Red Stripe parked back up. He's just going to get parked in place for his little photo shoot, and then we'll go and see who's next. Right, let's see, because I can't remember. Oh yeah, this is going to be a bit newsy as well, this little section. So 37401, I bought this and it's DCC ready. Like I say, it was brand new, never used, but it's an older model. It's clearly been sat in someone's loft in a box, which is a real shame. But it's done me a favour because it's decent. So this decoder, what I thought is, because I didn't know, you know with eBay, you think, is it going to be a lemon? So I didn't want to spend loads of money on a decoder, and I didn't have any spare. So I'll tell you what I bought. I bought one of them £12 Lies, is it Lies DCC decoders. 12 quid decoder, and I thought, I'll just, if it runs all right, then I can always put sound in it or whatever. Yeah, that's fine at some point. But for now, I'll put a 12 quid decoder in. And it doesn't half run bad. I mean, it's a bit of a different smoothness to the other 37s I've got. The speed curve, for example. And I've adjusted quickly CV settings, but I made an absolute ash of it, so I put them back to standard. And you've just got a little bit, be a bit smoother on controls for it. But look at that, it runs all right. It goes across points all right. It can crawl absolutely slow as you like, and it can go fast. So I can't knock them for 12 quid. Unbelievable. Lies, Lais DCC. And you can get stay alives for them as well. I got the version, there's 3 versions. There's one without stay alive capability, one with pre-wires for stay alive, which is the one I've got, and then one with the stay alive as well for about another tenner. But I thought, well, 37s don't particularly need stay alives, so I just got the middle range one, 12 quid, decent. Anyway, I might change it one day. I've got loads to do, Anna, let's face it. But if any of you isn't marketed at DCC and you've got a boatload of locos, because some of you have got loads, aren't you? I ain't got many, but some have got loads. And if you want some budget decoders, I can't recommend them enough, really. They're all right. Like I say, don't compare to like your £100 sound fitted, all singing, all dancing ones. But it's absolutely all right. If you look at it, it don't run toy like, does it? It's all right, that. So, yeah, can't grumble. Here comes old Red Buffers. He's still going to be Red Buffers, even though he ain't got his signage anymore. I had to get rid of that signage because it had been around forever. And any new viewers might think I'm weird, even though I probably am, but it's best making you think I'm not, isn't it? So, apart from going on holiday and enjoying sunshine and whatnot, what have I been doing? Well, I've been planning things in my mind. That's what I've been doing. And I've got a couple of ideas at the minute, because what I want to do is I want to do a second layout. In my garden I've got, because I'm like a big kid, so my garden's basically full of big kid stuff. So I've got a man cave at the bottom of my garden with a pool table and whatnot inside it, and some other bits and pieces. And I think if I move stuff about in there, I can put some temporary, maybe a couple of 8x2 boards in there with some like modular setup stuff on it. But ultimately, at some point, I'm going to build like one of these garden fancy sheds, you know, like modern, everyone's doing them out there. I'm going to build one of them because I've got the treadmill and a few other bits and pieces of exercise stuff. So I'm going to do a bit of a garden gym as part of my I need to grow up and get on with life and not just be a big kid all the time, but I fancy doing it. What I thought is, round perimeter, I could have a train room, so it can be called the training room, and it's basically it's a play on words, because it'll be trains and it'll be for training. And my missus wanted a bit of a gym in garden too, so she can do yoga and stuff and exercise bike and whatnot, I don't know. So I've tricked her by saying I'm going to do a training room. She's buzzing thinking it's going to be a gym, but it is going to be a gym, but it's going to be a gym with a train set right outside of it. And with my workings out, I think at a push I can get a layout that's 8 meters by 3.5 meters, and then probably run it round the perimeter of that 2 foot wide. So I've gone from meters to feet, which is confusing, isn't it? So it's 60 centimeters wide. Anyway, just look at this. Look at this weathered 47 I got for $199. That were a great bargain. So I've been doing, back on subject, I've been doing these plans in my little mind, thinking about what to do, and I think I'm going to do more of a scenery type thing. It's not going to be all grotty buildings and multiple lines. I think I'm going to do a single loop with a station, like an old-fashioned style, maybe a 60s style station, and just something a little bit different to this, so I can work on some other little techniques. One, I think it'll keep me interested in hobby. 2, I think it'll give me some videos I can do and people might be interested in seeing that. And 3, it means that when it's super hot outside and I can't go in loft, it won't be super hot in there, will it? Because I'll have it insulated and it'll be it won't be a loft. So that's that. I've already made a start clearing area for it. But there's 2 massive, I say massive, one massive tree and one smaller tree what I need to remove. And yeah, it'll take me a while because big tree is going to take some doing. It's probably going to take me a full couple of days to do that. But I'll get it sorted. And the reason I'm doing that, I don't want any tree huggers coming and saying, oh, you're doing this, killing trees for a train set. Well, I kind of am and I'm not. While I've been away, there's been a storm and it had blown off a right section of tree. A massive section had crashed. If it had fell on us, it'd have killed us. So if a tree's a little bit dodgy, it needs to come down anyway. And I've got loads more trees in my garden. Not that it's a forest, but I've got a number of trees. Yeah, so that is what it is. It gives me something to do. Waffling on, and that were a nice shot there, wasn't it? Did you pay attention to that? That were decent, that. I liked that a lot. So I don't know time scales for it. It's going to take a while. It's going to take probably best part of a year in total, doing it bits and bobs at a time. But what I thought I could do, if I can't wait that long, I could always start doing a couple of modular boards, like I said before, into my man cave down garden. Oh, hang on a sec, 2 secs, folks. Hey up, folks. Next train at platform 1's the HST service over to Lincoln, calling at Grantham, Darleydale and Kings Lynn. Thank you. Sorry about that. It's a right pain in the arse, this job, but at least I'm only doing it for today. I freestyled them towns, and it were an old DFS advert, you know, when they're always on special offer. I know train from here to Lincoln don't call at them, and I don't even know if they've got stations, but it is what it is. So just got Grot now to start up and get round there. I think Grot's the last one. It may or may not be. In fact, no, he isn't. There's another. How many 37s are you rocking now? I tell you what, there's a few, isn't there? To say back in, I think, episode when I got 400 subscribers, I did 4 37s. And I didn't have any more, did I? And now I've got more than that, but not a lot more. And I see new Cola Secura scales now out, and people have got it on the layouts. And I know I've had Wayne asking me if I'm gonna be ordering one, if I can get my hands on one. I'll be honest, I don't think I am, because Richard is going to give me one, like I keep saying. I know he watches, but he never responds, he never replies, and he just pretends he's not watching. But he's definitely going to get one out at the back door. He's got them now. I know he's got a few in his garage, so we're just waiting for that call. Can Richard from Acura Scale send me the Colas 37? Richard from Acura Scale, send me the Colas 37. Free of charge, thank you. That should do it, folks. So yeah, we'll see if there's going to be a Larry letdown or a legend. Moving on with my newsy update. I think my next little bit of a project is I'm going to be weathering up some of them container wagons that I got. Because I've picked up a few container wagons to go on back of my PFAs and whatnot. I know they may or may not be the right thing, but I thought they're all a bit containery, so they can all be in one train, and see what's what with that. And that's going to be next thing. I don't know when my next video is going to be. This is my last day off now, and I'm back at work after this for another 6. So I just thought I'd do a little bit of cheeky recording as soon as I'd finished doing everything after Libby were dropped off at school. Because now they're back at school, it's super awesome, but it just happens to be my last day off. So we'll get this bit out, see what you think, and then we'll see where we're going. There'll not be any new build starting in this next few weeks because it's still planning in my head stage. In fact, I've got it on any rail, so what I might do, I might put some clips on the end of this video if I get round to it, but I may or may not do that. In fact, there's no way I'm going to do that because that's loads more work and I've only got an hour before I've got to go and get Libby from school, so I'll probably put it on next one. But I've got some decent little ideas in my head. I won't talk about them now because it really needs some images, doesn't it? But we'll see. But yeah, I've got some quite good little ideas, and some of them will be what I've seen on other layouts where I've thought I like a bit of that, I like a bit of that. Similar to this, where I did the bridge based on looking at Chadwick and whatnot, and you know, I've told you all before. So, but there's little bits that will feed in. But I really wanted to do just some scenic stuff, and I thought if I just run a single loop, then them 69 people that I mentioned all them years ago who weren't happy that we're running wrong direction, then they're not going to be able to say it either, because how can you run wrong direction when you can get your words out when there's only one line? So yeah, that's decent as well. And then further news, my Acura scale here, look, old Carl. It's run perfect since I've done that resetty thing that ES, I don't even remember what it was called, but that back EMF reset, whatever. So yeah, that's that, happy with that, happy days. And after visiting Proper Chuffed, on another side note, I couldn't let him gift me with a loco for free without gifting him something back. So basically giving him original Ladderman so he can take him over to South Africa if he can get through customs, because I think he's banned from travelling in 8 continents. But I valued Ladderman at around £800 anyway, so he got a better deal. So yeah, I've only got one Ladderman, because actually I had 2, because I run one as a stunt double in case the other one got injured. So when he fell off that ladder that time, it was stunt double. So I've still got one, and it's still original Ladderman, because I had 2 original Laddermen, but now I've only got one. So any stunts you see from this day forward is going to be the one and only original Ladderman. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed a little catch up. I've waffled on like crazy nonsense freestyling it, so if it's absolute garbage, I'm sorry. You'll just have to mute it if you don't like it, or just, I don't know. Thanks for watching, folks. If you want to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. If you don't like it, then definitely don't hit that subscribe button. Unless you like to self-harm, then you should hit that subscribe button, shouldn't you? Cheers, folks. There's no hidden extras either today, because my brain's just getting back into it. So I'll see you soon.